great players, they have a great organization, and you tell them one thing, baby.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. Recent reports from a Raiders insider indicate that the Las Vegas Raiders will more than likely not pursue a trade for quarterback Aaron Rodgers. It's a pretty interesting timing as well for this report to come out as well, because today was the day that Aaron Rodgers officially ended his whole 4-day darkness retreat. So you would think maybe you would be waiting to see whether or not Rodgers has made up his mind about his career moving forward. A couple of weeks ago, things were definitely trending and heating up towards the possibility of Aaron Rodgers being traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. But those talks have most definitely died down, and our general manager Dave Ziegler did recently go on the Bussin with the Boys podcast and essentially mention the fact that the solution at the quarterback position may not be filled immediately. Now, whether you think he was being legitimate or whether you think he intentionally meant to say that, trying to play some chess moves, who knows, to be quite honest with you. But Raiders insider Hondo Carpenter came out and stated owner Mark Davis loved the idea of adding Tom Brady, and Josh McDaniels wanted an experienced leader. But now we know, after considering making a move for Rodgers, if he were to become available, the Raiders are looking in different directions. They aren't waiting for Rodgers or the Green Bay Packers to part ways. Now, he did mention the fact that maybe there's still a chance, but if he had to guess a percentage, he would say maybe there's a 5% chance of us landing a trade for Aaron Rodgers. So basically he thinks this is the next to nothing possibility that we're gonna make this move happen. Now look, although Hondo being a Raiders insider, he does usually provide good information to go off of, it doesn't also mean that they know everything regarding of the thought process inside the building. Also, a lot of things can change throughout these next couple weeks, but I will say the only real way I see Rodgers being in the silver and black next season is he's going to have to make up his mind sooner rather than later on what he wants to do with his damn career. And that could be a serious issue, as it really doesn't seem like he's in any sort of rush to do so. We saw him kind of drag out this whole decision process last year as well, and if he does that again this year, I don't see the Raiders seriously considering him. We can't wait and wait for this guy to make a decision, and at the end of the day he decides to retire or he makes up with the Green Bay Packers or whatever the case may be. Time is of the essence, especially with free agency coming up. But if Rodgers wants to become a Raider, Rodgers will essentially have to force his way out of Green Bay and demand he gets traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. So then the Raiders at that point, they would have all the leverage in the world for a trade for him, and that way we could potentially trade for Rodgers without having to give up too much draft capital. That's really the only way I could see this happening at this moment. But more than likely, the Rodgers train will be off the table when it comes to options for the quarterback in this offseason. And this tells me that more than likely this new regime will go the route of signing a bridge quarterback. And I just made a video of potential free agent options at the quarterback position. If you haven't done so, check that out. But more than likely sign a veteran bridge quarterback, and more than likely they will draft their guy in this year's NFL draft. And to be honest, I don't really mind that decision, because at the end of the day, we do need to find someone young to be the face of the franchise for years to come. And even if we ended up getting Aaron Rodgers, I'm still on the train of you got to draft a young guy. Now, whether or not the Raiders trade up for a premier quarterback in the draft, whether they trade down from the number 7 pick, whether they select someone at number 7, or maybe they draft the quarterback in the later rounds, look, it'll be interesting, and it'll also be very indicative of what they are trying to build moving forward, depending on what they do in the draft. And also, we have to pay attention to what free agent quarterback we will sign. This will also give us a sense of what they may do in the draft. So to me, trading for Aaron Rodgers was really the only legitimate option left if you want this team to go in win now mode and try to be as competitive as possible next season. If they don't make this move and instead draft a young guy, then maybe Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels don't necessarily feel like their job is on the line next season if we end up not making the playoffs. But look, at the same time, I could also understand the flip side of it, because what if we draft a young promising quarterback like a CJ Stroud or Will Levis, Hendon Hooker, whoever it may be, whoever we select, let's say they play a decent amount of games their rookie season and they start to look promising, they start to look good. Look, even if we ended up missing the playoffs, I think at that point you still gotta continue to let Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler build on that with the rookie quarterback. At that point, you just have to see what this rookie quarterback can do. But I don't know, at the same time, if we don't make the playoffs next year, I mean, everybody already wanted Josh McDaniels to get fired this season. If we go 6-11 again next season, 7-10, whatever the case may be, then holy shit, man, Josh McDaniels is never gonna hear the end of it within the Raider Nation. Also, it'll be interesting to see how this whole quarterback dilemma affects our star wide receiver, Davante Adams. Davante Adams was definitely in favor of us going out and getting his guy, Aaron Rodgers. And with us more than likely not going that route, it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to this. But I will say, whatever the Raiders end up doing at the quarterback position in this offseason, I hope General Manager Dave Ziegler and head coach Josh McDaniels have something up their sleeves. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. That is all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raiders related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.